I have so much respect for this legacy. This legacy is bigger than me. I can't be selfish with it because a lot of people care for it. Just even going to Africa, seeing so many people chant Ali, just for the love and respect that they had for my grandfather was crazy. So this legacy is bigger than me. I can't, be greedy and be like, hey, I'm gonna do a money grab and I'm gonna just start fighting YouTubers. That's insane. Like I didn't get into boxing for the money. I think the money will come in time, and I love that. I love what I'm doing right now, taking the long road. And yeah, I want to be champ one day. I want to be, I want to get to that undisputed level. So you can't do that fighting, you know, YouTubers really. And I've got to say, Jake Paul, like he keeps getting popped up. But I give him a ton of respect. His last fight, he fought a legitimate boxer, a no-name boxer. And I heard he did well. So, that's what it's gonna take to get to contender status, to get to champion status, to get to a title fight. It's gonna take fighting people that nobody knows about, not making any money from it, and just building your resume, and then fighting for the millions one day.
Of course, because Jake actually said that. He said they put an offer out to you guys, but you respectfully declined, and he was quite respectful as well. He said, "Look, he wants to go on a different approach. It's fine." But was it sort of out of respect for your grandfather and the name you carry that you said we can't do that kind of thing?
I don't remember. I don't remember if there was ever like a legitimate offer, but we've made it very clear that we don't want something like that. Respectfully, we respectfully decline any sort of thing like that, and it is out of respect for my grandfather. It's out of respect for the legacy I'm trying to build. It's out of respect for the career I'm trying to build for myself. Once you're categorized in that category, it is so hard to break out of that cast. It's I because Jake Paul fought his YouTubers, he fought his basketball players or whatever, and now he claims that he wants to be a real boxer. He wants to be a champion. So it's going to be hard for him to break out of that mold now. It's going to
Yeah.
be hard because once you're in that, people just only see that.
Yeah, well, a good example of that would be Tommy Fury. He said, "I'll fight Jake and I'll
Yeah.
move on." He then fights KSI. Now there's talk about a rematch. So he claims to want to be a world champion as well. But it's very hard to be considered that when you're going back to back fights with these non-traditional boxers.
Impossible. Impossible. It's not just hard. It's impossible because I know Tommy, love Tommy. He's an awesome dude. The Furies are awesome. But it's a it's options. You got to weigh. You got two options. On one hand, you've got life-changing money, and then on the other hand, you've got a boxing legacy. So you can't fault anybody for picking one or the other. Just in my case, I will always side with legacy over money. Okay, I've got to say I am extremely biased, but I truthfully believe in my heart, if I wasn't related to my grandfather, that I would still think he's the greatest heavyweight of all time. I do honestly believe that he would beat any heavyweight ever in history, even still today. He just, even if he was a smaller heavyweight, like he weighed at like 215. There's a guy fighting on the Saturday card that's weighing 328. So, but even still, I think he would beat guys like that because he used his size to his advantage. He wasn't a knockout artist, but he was a different breed. He was a different breed, and they don't come like him anymore. So I think he would beat anybody. But the current state of heavyweights in boxing is amazing. I love it. Wilder, Joshua, Fury, all those guys. Usyk, it's an amazing group of heavyweights.
Who would have given your grandfather the best fight, do you think?
It would be a mate. Well, of course, everyone says Mike Tyson. That is like the iconic fake fight. But of this era, it would be awesome to see Tyson Fury and my grandfather, because Tyson's just a weird dude. Like that's what people love about him. He's just long, lanky, funny. He's charismatic. He's got personality. He brings life to the ring, whereas most boxers are just mean mugging and trying to be tough guys. But that would be an awesome fight. That wouldn't just be an awesome fight. That would be an awesome build up. It'd be an awesome press conference. It'd be an awesome weigh-in. That would be an event.
You say about people that want to learn more about you. Do you reckon you could have some potential opponents or rivals paying a subscription to get a little behind the scenes look?
Oh, of course, of course. I thought about that as well. You know, but you do see. I mean, they would have to create a fake name and do all this and that. I mean, they could, but I don't think it'll change anything with the fight, because once you're prepared for a fight, you know, film of me is everywhere online. You look up Nico Ali Walsh, you could see every single one of my fights. You can see every round. You can watch my positives, my negatives. So subscribing to my OnlyFans as an opponent won't do you much help. You know, you'll just find out more about my mentality, I think.